Have you ever reread a page, closed the book, and felt like the information disappeared? A simple visual mnemonic can help by turning information into a clear mental picture that is easier to remember. In this video, you will learn how to use visual mnemonics to turn information into clear mental pictures so it becomes easier to recall later. Here's the key idea. First, understand the topic. Then choose only the key facts you need to remember. Finally, build one clear image that connects those facts. Let's use a fresh example. Vitamin B12 deficiency. Before making a mnemonic, first check that you understand the main idea. Ask yourself, could I explain this in simple words? Once the main idea makes sense, filter the chapter. Choose only the facts that are most useful to remember. For this example, keep anemia, nerve problems, a sore tongue, and the lab clues methylmalonic acid and homocysteine. Now choose a simple memory anchor. Since vitamin B12 sounds like B12, we can use a B as the main character. The B does not explain B12 by itself. It is just a sound-based hook that helps start the mnemonic. First, the oversized pale red blood cell reminds us of the large red blood cells seen in B12-related megaloblastic anemia. Next, the red tongue image reminds us that a sore, inflamed tongue can also appear with this deficiency. Now add nerve symptoms. The frayed cord reminds us that low vitamin B12 can affect nerves. This can cause symptoms such as tingling, numbness, or trouble walking. Finally, add the lab clues. In vitamin B12 deficiency, methylmalonic acid can go up and homocysteine can also go up. The rising balloons help us remember that both lab clues may be elevated. Here is a common mix-up. Folate deficiency or B9 deficiency can also cause large red blood cells, but it does not usually cause the same nerve problems. And methylmalonic acid does not go up. These two clues help separate B12 from B9. Now the mnemonic is complete. The B reminds us of vitamin B12, and each image part stands for one key fact: anemia, sore tongue, nerve problems, and two lab clues that can go up. Want to remember this technique long-term? Tap the link for Quizlet study tools, then jump back into the video. Lock in what you learned and keep going. Now let's transfer the same method to a different subject. Visual mnemonics are not only for biology. You can also use them for topics in science, history, language, and other fact-heavy subjects. For types of rocks, each image should match the meaning. Igneous rock can be pictured as lava cooling into rock. Sedimentary rock can be pictured as layers of sand pressing together. Metamorphic rock can be pictured as rock changing under heat and pressure. The biggest mistake is overloading the picture. If every corner has a tiny label or extra fact, the mnemonic becomes hard to remember. Keep only the key cues you need and make them simple, bold, and easy to scan. Here is the step-by-step process. First, read until the idea makes sense. Next, select only the key facts. Then sketch a simple image where each cue stands for one important idea. Finally, review the image again later, so it stays easier to recall. Practice questions are the safety check. They show whether your mnemonic helps you remember the right facts. If a question reveals a missing or a confusing detail, add one clear cue or note instead of rebuilding the whole picture. To recap, visual mnemonics work best when you understand the idea first, choose only the key facts, and connect each fact to one clear image cue. Then review the mnemonic with practice questions to check what you remember. If you want to practice what you learned today, check the links in the description for Quizlet's memorization guide and study tools designed to help you remember it longer. Keep learning, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next video.